Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Voodoo. Today is Matco Mondays. We got Max here, and he's going to show us his tool for the week, which is part number MST144, and it is a Duramax fuel pressure release wrench. Right here, and it gets down deep inside underneath the intake, so you can get that pressure release sensor out. Go ahead and explain how this tool works.
All right, so on those relief sensors, and this picture doesn't show it real well, but there's an outer hex, and then a lot of guys will get on there and they'll try to get that outer hex off if they've never done one. And there's actually a lock hex behind it. And I was actually stopped by and saw a Chevy diesel guy yesterday, Monday actually, to get some explanation on how this tool works. And this goes over, so that goes over that, and this will grip the inner nut that locks everything.
Okay, so what he's talking about is there is the nut, hold on, there's a nut right here. And then on the other side of this is the lock nut, and this is what it gets. That gets that lock nut. So when you go to spin that loose, it loosens up the lock nut so you can take the sensor out without removing the intake.
Right. And me and Rick was going over everything and looking at it, and he hadn't seen one, so we were talking about it. And he actually was doing one of those jobs when I was there. And so we had it all on the workbench and vise and everything like that. So we started messing with it to get a full explanation of the tool in live action. It worked really well. But basically, you can feed this in there, and it's almost as like a open O2 sensor, slotted O2 sensor socket. But once you get that lodged in there, then you can hook this on there, get it broke loose, and if you can ratchet it, spin it all the way around, that's great. But everything's a little bit different. There is a slot where you can put if there's room to get a little extension with a ratchet or a small ratchet, you can do that also. And it's a little tighter on some of them than others, but per the explanation I was given, and after talking to Rick yesterday, I can see how it would benefit you. This $100 tool could save you 3 to 4 hours labor on an 8-hour job, and let alone the parts that you save the customer, and you can still make your book time. And that makes you more money, and $100 could save you 3 to 4 hours labor.
So what he's talking about is when you go to All Data or Mitchell or whatever company you use for the shop, when this sensor goes bad, they tell you to pull the intake off. So that's, I mean, you're looking at, what was the truck?
The truck's 8 hours and vans are 12 hours.
So 8 hours for a truck. So if you can knock at least 3 hours off your book time by having this tool, so you don't have to remove the intake, all you have to do is just get that lock nut behind there to break loose, and this guy right here just spins right out. The whole reason why you have to remove the intake is because you got to get a wrench behind this nut to get to the lock nut, because this right here is part of the sensor, and then there's a nut behind there that comes off. So this locks it in so you can have the proper gap or spacing for that sensor to sit. Simple $100 tool, save you a lot of time and make you a lot of money.
And it is lifetime warranty.
Lifetime warranty as well. What the tool looks like here, I said that the nut that is on the sensor sits right here, and then the nut behind the sensor goes. That's what these guys right here attach to. And then you've got your bar here that just slides in. Give her a crank, like I said. There's that piece there, so you can put a ratchet on it if you need to. There we go, part number MST144, and that is Max's tool of the week. Something that if you work on a lot of Duramaxes, that is a tool that is almost invaluable.
That's it.
All right, well, you guys have yourselves a good rest of the week. I'm gonna see you next time.